Yes, we can see the screen and we can see you as well.
Thank you. So we start.
Yes, please.
Good evening to all delegates, audience, and organizers of Team 2022. Thank you, the organizers, for this wonderful event and inviting MariApps to be part of this event. I'm Arun Janardhanan, Director of Development at MariApps. I'm mainly handling the crew management software products within our flagship ERP called SmartPal. I have started my career back in 2000 with Shipmate, again a maritime ERP development company, and then I moved on to MariApps with its inception. So talking about MariApps, we have started in 2014 with headquarters in Singapore. We have 8 locations worldwide, and we have around 750 plus resources working globally. And our flagship product, SmartPal, is installed over 2,500 vessels, which is connecting 75,000 seafarers and through our 50 plus customers globally. Over these years, we worked on overcoming the challenges we face in ship management with the SmartPal applications. Today, we are just basing on the crew management challenges that are addressed with our SmartPal solutions. So you can see the our flagship product stack over here, and we also have some value-added products, which is actually for the ship maintenance, the digital ER books, performance monitoring, training, procurement as such. There are a lot of products within our umbrella, and today we are actually talking more about the crew management part of it. So typically we see these are the few challenges which I have listed, which I would like to emphasize on today's session. The number one would be like the recruitment. The second part goes into planning and execution of effective crew changes. Then once we employ the crew, then the managing relationship with the crew members, whether when they are on board or while they are on leave. And training and development strategies is the most important key over here, like maintaining the competency of the crew, identifying the deficiencies, arranging the training and imparting the training and evaluating them. Then the fifth one, I would say, keeping the employees healthy and taking care of their mental well-being. And then we have the crew retention and crew diversity. That's also which I would like to touch base on. And then most importantly, the budget of the crew management. So how do we manage the recruitment of the crew? So in the SmartPal application, we call smart crewing and smart recruitment. These are the 2 modules which mainly handling the recruitment of the crew, where we have a robust recruitment module, which is tailor-made for the maritime industry. This can be integrated to any HR platform. Like it's not only to the PAL software, but it's an independent module which can actually filter the candidates. I mean, the candidates can come and apply through our website, and this website can be integrated to any company's job portal where the jobs can be published seamlessly from their crewing applications. And then we can assess the crew skills based on the jobs. We can do the interviews online. We can schedule the interviews. We have a matching algorithm where we can find the right candidate through our platform itself. And then once the vacancy is identified and the crew is identified, then the recruitment process also can be carried out through our recruitment platform. So basically the platform is a one-stop solution. We don't need to communicate through multiple channels. where we can connect with our agents, the recruiting agents, the crew, and the employer in one single platform. So that's the first solution which we are providing for the recruitment sector. The second challenge we always see is the crew change. So whenever we do a crew planning, we have a robust crew planning module where we can do the planning well ahead, like 1 year or 2 year. We can even do the rotation planning, and also once the planning is made, then the next step would be the crew changes, the efficient execution of the crew changes. So with all other PAL modules integrated, I mean, we can integrate with the voice module in PAL, the purchase module in PAL, the ticketing module in PAL, and the accounts module in PAL. So all the operations we can actually handle through our one-stop crew change module, which is inside the crewing module of the Smart PAL umbrella. So within one screen, we can arrange. We can see the port call. We can see the port call changes. We will be alerted of the port call changes. We can inform the agents through the platform. We can arrange for the tickets, the flight tickets, hotel, and taxis through the platform, where our platform is already connected with another module which is called Trip Planner, which is again another smart module, where it is integrated with all the airlines or GDS companies, where the fleet personnel office or the fleet department can directly book the tickets, which in turn actually it is instantaneous. They can see the flights which is available based on the port schedule and the most convenient flight for his crew. So thereby they can manage efficient crew changes there. And once the flight ticket is booked, the tickets can be shared directly from the platform to his mobile application, to the agents, and to the mining agents. So everything can be done with the ease of one screen. We don't need to go to multiple screens, no communication in the emails. Everything is managed within our solution. So this is the second solution which we offer for an efficient crew change process, which is a challenge for every management company in the crew management side. And connecting the crew. So we are the pioneers in actually developing a mobile application for the seafarers. So right from giving their date of availability for the next voyage, seeing his planning, seeing his training, booking his incidental expenses, like when he is joining to a vessel or going back to the home, all his expenses can be captured through the mobile application, which will in turn go through the allotment process and accounts module within the PAL itself. And he can also see the expiring documents, which he needs to be renewed, and his next training schedule, which is based on the competency management system. He can even manage his allotments, pay slips, everything through the mobile applications. Even we pioneered in actually implementing the COVID protocols. When COVID struck all of us, we did the crew changes seamlessly with our clients using our Seafarer mobile applications and the PAL applications. By sitting at the home, we were very effective in managing the crew changes by connecting the seafarers through our applications. Coming to the training and development strategies, PAL has a very well-versed configurable module. It's called the Competency Management System, where we can identify, we can configure the training requirement for multiple ranks based on his nationality, based on the vessel, based on the vessel type, based on the requirement of the owners. So all this can be configured under the Smart PAL umbrella in our competency management system. We can assign the competency metrics to different ranks, different vessels. So we know that, okay, the assessment can be done prior to joining the vessel, then give the necessary training, get them on board. And while they are on board, with the integration with other modules, like the technical modules, like the plant maintenance system or purchasing system or any other voyage system. So all this real-time data being captured into the training system. And we not only actually train them by the course, but we also evaluate their competency based on the jobs which they are performing on board. And we capture those information also as part of the competency management system. So when the seafarer goes out of after a voyage, he gets a comprehensive idea of what he has completed, what competencies he is lacking for his career upgradation, and he can focus on that, and he is well collected again on the mobile application or mobile platform through the training needs of him. And whenever the training needs are agreed or certified or approved by the employer for the next voyage, the same can be arranged and he can acknowledge, attend, and then upgrade himself while he is on leave through this connective platform. And the next one, the most important, is the health and well-being of our crew. So again, the mobile application is connected and integrated with Navex and ISWAN in the mobile application for any help which they require at any point of time at sea. We also have a dedicated illness and injury module which caters or records the illness and injuries of the crew, manage the statistics, find out the reason using the loss and prevention module of the PAL umbrella, and then we reduce the fatigue on board. As I said before, we have the COVID protocols, which is also inbuilt into the mobile application. So seafarer knows where he goes, what is the COVID protocol to be attended, what quarantine rules he needs to follow. All those things are monitored, alerted to the crew, and also alerted to the fleet personnel officers. So they know that, okay, the crew is quarantined, and we can also monitor that through the mobile application and the GPS systems by enabling where the crew is and recording his quarantine period. When it comes to the crew retention and crew diversity, with the 50+ customers which we already have on board since 2014, can actually testify the retention rates because of all the insights which we give on the real-time data, by which they can actually predict, maintain, and execute efficient crew management using the SmartPal applications. So we have a lot of system intelligence built into the crew applications, not only to the crew application, but also to the other modules. We have an efficient and robust BI application which is working on top of it. We have a lot of reports and dashboards, as you can see some of that in the screen, that tells and alerts and part of the decision-making system. So with all other PAL modules integrated, we are actually working, we enable our customers and clients to work on a real-time database, which allows them to make better decision-making and control over the crew budgets. So these are the integrated modules mainly from the PAL umbrella, which is working with the crew management system as well as the payroll module of PAL. So when I touch base on payroll, so our PAL payroll module works both shore-based and on the vessel side. So even the masters can just with the press of a button can generate the pay slips from the vessel itself. There is no need of a vessel accountant to be sitting at the office and doing the payroll, but the masters can do the payroll, confirm with the crew, and then the payments can be transferred to the digital wallets. So we have multiple integrations with the digital virtual payment banks, such as ShipMoney or Neum, where the seafarers can seamlessly manage their allotments, transfer their funds, manage their funds online through the mobile applications. So these are some screens which I would actually like to just to give a gist of our PAL application. I have just taken a few screens, which is touching based on the topics which I have already covered. So the first one being the graphical planning, then a gist of the mobile application. Then we have a trip planner module, which allows to do the real-time travel booking arrangements, travel logistics arrangements. Then you can see the crew change screens where, which I was talking about, that you can do everything, which is part of a crew change in one screen as a one-stop solution. And with respect to the training and development, you can also see our competency management screens. So to know more about or any of this application, to go about more detail in any of these modules, we can schedule more demos on your interest. I would like to just show a few of our customers on the screen who are actually using our crew management and PAL solutions at present. So that was a short presentation because I know that this it's end of the event and you all might be tired already, but I am ready to take any question and answers now, or you can also reach us through email or through contact numbers, which is displayed on the screen.
Can I request Captain Halbe to come and moderate the session? Thank you so much, Mr. Arun, for that enlightening session.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Good afternoon, Arun. Can you stop sharing?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. The first thing this lady got me to do was to kick the platform away. Not very good at football, ma'am. We had an engaging 30 minutes on the presentation of the MariApps, which is a crew management software. For the youngsters in the corner, just would like to remind you that more than just over 20 years ago, we didn't even have a computer at every desk. So all the planning was done on graph paper, written in pencil, erased. So you would have a master with names like Master Chabra / Sule, because they're sitting here. So I'm taking /Sule. And on the next ship would be Sule / Chabra. So one of them will go. That was the planning that was being done. And see how far we have come from there to now that you have the planning module on an app, which you can actually see yourself being planned as to which port you will go, when you will go, probably how you will go, etc., etc. So, Mr. Arun, I am sure there would be questions, but I want to ask you the first question, if you don't mind. Are you mute?
Come on.
See the power of technology. You can mute others.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. I will ask the first question to set the
Sure.
ball rolling. In today's day and age, we have to deal with a monster called GDPR. And as far as this particular database is concerned, handling of database, how does it, do you have a tiered access control? Because that data needs to be handled very carefully, isn't it?
Right. So PAL is GDPR compliant. We mask the seafarers' data once they are out of the contract, and once they are inactive, then we don't keep the data unless there is some transaction is in progress and which is agreed by both parties. Otherwise, the crew can also get an evidence of his crew data has been erased by his employer. And also to comply with the GDPR regulations, as you know that PAL is a cloud-based system and we host the data in EU locations in order to comply with the GDPR laws.
Okay, thank you. Anybody has any particular questions to ask?
My name is Asit. I saw in your module about crew management, one of the elements was system intelligence. Can you just in brief tell us how does that system intelligence, improve the crew management?
Okay, so it starts from basically the planning, where we have a document requirement module. Now, as Captain was mentioning earlier, we used to actually write on a paper and then we have a checklist for actually replacing, check the documents of the crew. So every crew manager used to actually have a checklist. They check whether the passport is there, where the visa is there, or CDC is valid, medical is there. So this kind of checking, we have automated that into the system. So the system tells you that, okay, what are the documents which is required for your vessel and the crew to be joining in that particular position. And it will intelligently tell you that, okay, these documents are missing or these documents are to be expired before even his contract ends. So, and all the document checks in that way, it is already done by the system, which saves a lot of time, not only in the planning or joining process, but also like it gives early alerts to the crew managers in order to prepare the crew ready with all the documents which is required for a joining. So that is one part of it. So while they are on board, so how they are bringing the intelligence again, like, I mean, when you are doing the planning, so with all this document requirement, now we used to actually go and check who are the people who is available on leave in order to get the crews and then do the replacement for the crew. So here in PAL system, once you select the off signer, I mean, the person who is signing off or due sign off, the system will automatically tell you that, okay, who are the people in your pool who can actually replace the person on board with the required documents, which is required to actually join those vessels. So that is the second intelligence which we are built into the system. So then when it goes to the ticketing, when it goes to the logistics part of it, so once you have the port call, which is already arranged or already there for the crew change, so which is actually coming directly from the PAL voyage module. So the voyage information is there in captured through the PAL module. And if there is a change of date with respect to the port call which has been scheduled, again, the system will alert you, okay, you have made a plan to change the crew change at Singapore on this such and such date, but now the port call is changed to so and so date. So you get an alert and then you can adjust your planning accordingly and you can inform all the parties, relevant parties involved, like the mining agents or the port agents or the crew himself, that this is the new schedule. And from there, you can confirm the flight bookings. So when you click a button for flight bookings, it gives all the options from his home airport to the joining port with all the costs, with marine fares or the normal fares, or if your company is having a different corporate arrangement with the travel company, all this information will be given by the system. So these are few areas which I can tell that we do an intelligent suggestions for your crew planning and crew change.
Yes.
So just can you please tell us how often this database is updated? Because you see the COVID come in, COVID requirement, quarantine, then come the monkeypox, I mean, etc. Things are ever changing, you know. So how often the database is updated from the software builder?
Okay. See, our system is integrated with IATA. So like any travel agent, when you plan a cruise change in any port, you can actually check by the click of a button and you can see the latest protocols which you need to follow on that particular crew change in that particular port and country. So you can say that it is real time, almost real time, like the way you Google and find out the information from a trusted website, we use IATA integration to get that information.
So in short, you will have a number of databases which are accessed or integrated with yours, because IATA is only one of the databases.
Yes.
Does that answer?
Yes, clear.
Any other question? I have a question. One of the pain points which crew managers have is that seafarers, you know, as life goes on, they do get married at some point in time. And when they get married, many of them do not update the next of kin. And you find that a seafarer is on board and then suddenly one day you get a call from, I'm Mrs. So-and-so, and the database doesn't show any Mrs. So-and-so. So now do you talk to her or you don't talk to her? So what does it, does your system trigger this question that to express this, that please state whether you have any changes have taken place in your personal life?
The personal data of the seafarer, we are allowing the seafarers to manage that through his mobile application. So whenever he has a next of kin, if there is a change in the allotment of allocation, he can do that very well from the mobile application itself. He doesn't need to even go to the mining agency for updating the details. He can just key in the details and then just submit it. And for the next allotment or for the next of kin details that will be reflected in the system. So he doesn't even need to actually go to the manning agency for updation of the records.
Okay, thank you very much. This is actually for the youngsters especially. It is critical that you do that because as changes happen in your life, if the database is not updated, it creates a lot of different sets of problems, which we'll not go into now, but it's not just for youngsters, even for the older lot, it creates problems. Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Oh, you have one. Okay.
Yeah, where's the mic? Arun, my question to you is, do you all have any process where the data is verified?
In the sense, you want to validate the documents which is entered in the system?
That's correct.
Right. So we are doing some integration with some companies currently so that we make a database, data lake actually to integrate, to check the validity of the data by connecting with some institutions. At the moment, what we are doing is, whatever is the data which the seafarer is keying in, we are validating that with the certificate which is attached by the seafarers and verify that the information in the certificate and the data which he has entered manually is one and the same. So, and we mark a checkbox over there. So it makes the fleet personnel's life easy that, okay, whenever the document is verified, he doesn't need to verify that document again for the next crew change. So that's what we are doing. But in the roadmap, we also have this integration plan with the different maritime universities in order to verify certain documents, not only with the maritime universities, but also with the flag state documents.
Thank you.
With all these developments, Arun, that you are proposing and are going to happen, how often do I need to change my desktop, the operating system on my desktop?
See, the PAL updates are coming. I mean, the PAL is cloud-based, so you don't need to do anything. You just need to go through the browser and then access it. Your changes will be visible over there. And one of the good things what PAL is doing is, okay, whenever we do some changes, normally in any software system, somebody has to go and train the people like, okay, we have made this change, now you need to use this way. But PAL automatically picks up based on your role, like whether you're a fleet superintendent or whether you're a fleet manager, based on your role and responsibilities, whatever changes which you need to know, the system will push you as soon as you log in into the system. So it will tell you that, okay, this changes has been come, or probably like COVID protocol has been updated for an example, or maybe like a new module has been introduced, or maybe a new dashboard tile has been come, which makes your life easy. So those changes will be pushed to the users, and the users can actually go to the screen, get a quick tour of that particular change from the system itself and get used to that. So this was one of the challenges which we were facing. Like we trained the people, then they start using the system, they change the company, and the new people doesn't know to use the system. So even if we use powerful systems, we don't actually extract the power of it. So training of users was always a pain, and we have addressed that in this way.
Okay, thank you very much. You have one more? Can we? I was told to finish at 5:15, so we'll do this the last question.
Mr. Arun, we happen to be your first customer of the ERP. And it is good to see that you have developed. I was in APJ, I implemented MariApps, first customer of your ERP.
Yes, sir. Are we met in Kochi?
Not your representatives to come and stay in our office for months alternately.
I know, actually. When I started with MariApps, actually, I came for your first presentation and I acquired you as a client that's first time.
Yeah. So we used to give a truckload of the information feedbacks. Now it's good to see that the ERP has taken shape and it's fully implemented by 50 customers across the globe. Good to see that.
Thank you.
Yeah, here you got a genuine customer feedback. Okay, I think we will finish for now, and I hand over back to my host.
I'm definitely going to need this. Thank you so much. Is he disconnected already?
I'm here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arun, for that insightful session. There was also a beautiful ending to it. Thank you so much, Captain Shiv, for such a beautiful moderation filled with warmth, wit, and your grounded energy. That was close to the session. I would like to please call upon Mr. Rajiv Sarang, General Manager, Elegant Marine Services, and Mr. Rajit Rao, Vice President, Fleet Management India Private Limited, to please felicitate Captain Halbe. Mr. Arun, your women shortly.
Hello, everyone.
There was a short video from the CEO of MariApps. Can you say that?
Hello, everyone. This is Sankar Raghavan, CEO, MariApps Marine Solutions. MariApps Marine Solutions was registered in Singapore in 2015 and has grown exponentially the last few years into the leading digital solutions and technology solutions provider for maritime industry. MariApps is part of the Benarshute Group and serving 50 plus customers across the maritime sector. MariApps Marine Solution is headquartered in Singapore and has many offices around the world. MariApps has offices in Germany, Dubai, Saudi Arabia. We have many offices in India, Mumbai, Kochi, Pondicherry, and Hyderabad. We also have offices in Cyprus, France, recently opened Miami, Florida. MariApps initially focused on core modules in ship management and then diversified into many other modules covering the full breadth of ship management, ship owning, and any other sector in maritime industry. Now we are into not only into maritime solutions, we are also into travel, we are into cruise solutions, we are into communications, we are also into tools that serve both the maritime and cruise sector. MariApp's leading solution is called Smart Hull, which is in the 4th generation. It's really a smart intelligence suite of applications that powering vessel performance across 2,500 vessels, zero emissions, e-procurements, and business intelligence applications. MariApps has many partners and group companies. Our group company, Wellbeing Communications, provides satellite communication and cybersecurity across the marine industry. Another partner is Resco Solutions, recently acquired by MariApps, that also provides solutions to the cruise industry. The third partner is Onboard from Miami, Florida, which provides tools to the cruise industry. MariApps employees are always upskilled and then trained continuously in technology and different skill sets needed for the future. We are also future-proofing our customers, making sure by 2030 the global workforce is going to be completely mobile, or 80% of the people expected to work with mobile devices. We are also enhancing our skill set and our product offerings to suit that mobile workforce. MariApps Marine Solutions. Navigate to the digital future with MariApps.